So, okay, dear guests, it's a great honor to welcome you all to our great week. It's International Coaching Week. We're celebrating it all over the world. And on behalf of ICF Lithuania, we are very honored that we have as a guest from Norway, Jan Georg Kristiansen. Probably he will present himself, but the only thing what I want to say that this is a very well-known coach all over the world, MCC coach, and he will share his experience, his knowledge. With us today. We have a lot of participants all over the world. Uh, please don't hesitate to give your questions in chat. One question. Do you hear me quite well? Just some nodding. Yes, everything is okay. I'm just checking. And please give your questions in the chat, or Jan Georg will present his own rules of the session. Yes. So, dear Jan Georg, the floor is yours, and I'm quiet here.
Thank you very much. So thank you for this International Coaching Week session. My name is Jan Georg. I say that he often said Jan is the economist, the expert, maybe the head brain dominant thing, like to tell. And then it's Georg, that's more curious. That I think that's the coach person actually. And coaching kind of is in this realm. That is coaching actually a meeting with me? I would say this is consultancy, mentoring, therapists. I am really engaging in our room together. And I know some coaches think that is coaching. Then you have friends talking, you and me, we have the same space. If it's too much this or too much that, we won't be friends any longer. So it's a kind of, that's a friends area. Coaching is something new, and that it was actually born as a rebellion from too much. I know, I'll decide for you, I'll tell. So it's much more you meeting yourself. So for me, coaching is actually the essence of coaching is you meeting yourself, and actually not meeting me. So that's kind of a declaration from my side. I am a former ICF school provider in Oslo, and today I am mainly doing MCC coaching and MCC mentoring, and I'm working with my note principle. That's actually a completely new principle. But as I'll shortly come into it, it's easier to talk about teenage sex with parents than to talk about coach note taking with coaches somehow. So today it will kind of not be how to do three brains note taking. It will be three brains feedback for the benefit of a coach and the coachee. And then we have the audience. That will be the rest of you. We'll be looking down to the arena and seeing what happens. So that's what will happen now. Have you noticed that coaching, when you entered the coaching school, the school, the coaching school probably didn't say much about coach note taking, or they said you should not take notes. After coach education, it seems like almost 100% of coaches do take notes. Or as I say in the introduction, in the brochure that almost 100% of coaches, they are noticing either mentally in their head during conversation or in writing, either in hiding or openly, and mostly do it in their head, do it in writing, in hiding, and some have kind of no notes as a principle. We'll come back to that. What I've been quite up to the recent years is to document how the effect of three brains feedback makes it much easier to become an MCC coach, and then of course a PCC and ACC also. But so far, when I ask coaches, and I've been researching, my research basis has been about 50 MCCs that has been coaching me through the ICF reciprocal, because then I own the conversations, I know the fact there. And it seems like in note taking, like Shakespeare's, it's either "Thou shalt take notes," or like Shakespeare would say, "Thou shalt take notes not." So it's everything in between. And coaching seems to be between focusing on the coach or really client focused, going back and forth. It was three days ago, I attended an ICF conference with an MCC guru doing a demo. And by habit, I was doing a three brains mentoring notes, like I will do for you in the open. And when the coaching was over, I noted that of the first 9 questions from the MCC coach, 5 was closed, yes/no questions. And when asking, saying what was this about? Well, this is paraphrasing. I was paraphrasing. But what is actually paraphrasing? We'll come back to that. Neuroscience have shown that the left brain of a person, let's say, when you are hearing me here, you are using both your hemispheres, both your left hemisphere and right hemisphere. The moment you think, oh, what I hear there, that's familiar. Science has now proven, and when I say science, you might have heard about this book, The Master and His Emissary, Ian McGilchrist, that is wildly referred to the last years. So the moment you think, oh, that was familiar, your left brain takes over. And it seems like only your left brain is taking over. And left brain is, it's frontal lobe, visualization, and the left brain is walking through like a hall of mirrors, confirming what you thought was familiar, you thought you understood. And if you are, when you're walking through this, just selecting what you thought, your right brain comes, no, there's something wrong here, you have missed some info. The left brain speciality is a handicap, saying no to your right brain. No, shut up. I'm busy being right. And it can be very insistent in being right. Of course, when you hear what I'm saying, this is obviously a key for why coaching has come up. But knowing that the left brain is very competitive, your left brain is very competitive, right brain is not. And left brain is handicapping your right brain. And the tool of your left brain is language. So the tool of your left brain is language. And language is used to cover smoke screening, to kind of get it your way. This is deep inside how we are thinking. I'll connect this a bit with the three brain, head brain, heart brain, gut brain elements of a human being. So far, an introduction. I said that I used to run an ICF school, Erickson Coaching branch in Norway, and that was until 2023. And August 2023, a special council in Norway called NAV, they phoned me and they wanted training for their specialist counselors. Oh yeah, that's interesting. I'll do that. And I suggested kind of a mini course, maybe like this, more or less. It was a full 2-hour thing. After the demo, I noticed, well, demo went well, but I thought the rest of the presentation was not perfect. After a week, I got a letter from the head of this organization who wanted to buy my services. Said that thank you for the seminar. The demo was really excellent, and we were blown off. But your presentation was a bit waving here and there, blathering through PDFs. So it was a bit chaotic, that part. Thank you for sharing, but thank you, but will not continue working with you. And I got this in writing, and that was kind of very clear message, because I had a diagnosis of long COVID. Remember, this is August 2023, and I had COVID twice. And I noticed that my working memory was reduced and the mental fog was there. Well, I was thinking, okay, but I noticed being a coach worked very well, but doing things that demanded a high cognitive level and a high effective so-called executive function, that was not working so well. And read me well here. When I'm a consultant, I'm a leader, I'm a salesperson, I want I need to take part and really argue that demands high cognitive level and a very strong executive function. But that is, you have a meeting with me. Coaching, on the other side, I say, it's not you having coaching meeting with me. It's more the art of you having a meeting with yourself. And after having being running the school for 25 years, working 12-hour days, my family started to see me, and I got focus on coaching. And just to share one other thing, I'm working with coaching platforms, and the average score on the coaching is very close to 5 out of 5. 483 it is on average. So the coaching is working very well. But it's the leader that kind of might be a bit reduced for me, but I think I'll be a good mentor. So that's kind of about me. So that makes me another coming into today. We also will cover coaching fatigue, why some coaches have coaching fatigue. Last coaching week, there were actually 2 or 3 seminars on it. And I have some info that might be relevant in that aspect. So I'll with that I'll start presentation, some sharing. Do you see Alexandra?
Yes, we see your screen. Everything is fine. Yeah.
So this is what we are here for. Three brains noticing. I'll go through some of the why. I think this is well known. Clutterbuck. There are hardships in coaching, failed decline, procrastinates, inadequate. So that's kind of, I think it's rather known. So it's a background. Have you noticed that when you're stressed or too close to comfort zone, you normally don't exactly hear the other person's question? And coachees are kind of asked to choose challenges closing to their comfort zone. And then it's relevant that the competitive left brain versus right, the betweenness chooses your left brain thoughts. That's the conscious words. But your bodily oriented gut and heart brains are much, much quicker than your head brain. So your body trumps head. And that's kind of the essence of this, the master and his emissary, because many people still believe that the master is my head, my conscience. Maybe I'm an academic, so I understand, I'm a clear-headed. And my gut and my body need to be my servant. So if I feel tired, I need to pull myself together. But the research now shows it's opposite. The master decision is our heart, brain, gut, brain, the body, and the head is the servant. So that makes things put on this set on the head. Let's go. So okay. So this has been the introduction. We will have some more theory. Then it will be about 1/3 of the time a demo, mentor coaching, a coach, a PCC coaching, another coach. And I will do three brains noticing and draw a yellow curtain and like that. Some opening for questions. And then we have the last third part, that will be reflection. But so far, could you ask me what would be the best output of these 1.5 hours for you? Remember, these 1.5 hours in your life will never come again. So, but yeah, happily you have 1.5 hours after we're finished and going on like that. So, could you take 1 minute for yourself and ask what question do you want an answer on, and make it an open-ended question. We are coaches, so not yes/no questions, please, but open-ended questions. So 1 minute, some thinking, some writing down, and maybe some speak or write in the chat. We kind of get an overview of what you want of this. Thank you. 1 minute. And then in the chat, please, so I can get an idea of So, in what way can we consciously align heart, head, and gut to improve well-being? Yeah, we'll cover that. How you coach in this way? Well, I will not do a coaching 3 brains, but I will give feedback on it. Too much responsibility in my role. Here we go. That's a heavy one. Very, very focused. Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of adjusting. Heart consciousness coach. Yeah, that's well, how to calm down and trust myself as coach. Process, client. How can I best use the 3 brains approach to actively listen to my clients to help them create awareness? Heart mouth. Yeah, then you're on a good roll. How to use 3 brain effective. Balanced communication. Yeah. I will send you, or on my web, it's a link to make a 3 brains assessment. And I'm working together with Christopher Snyder, that some of you might know. He's an expert in 3 brain trauma treatment and also an MCC. And so how can we be more organized without being so stressed? So organize that head brain without me being so stressed. That is gut, I guess. Or the secret board of director. That's kind of in your gut. And your hired CEO won't need to be more organized. Yeah. So then we got an idea of what you want from this. Thank you. Just something more about McGilchrist's book. This reciprocity, this betweenness of the 2 asymmetric hemispheres, and why mentoring asymmetric and reciprocal 3 brain feedback is effectful. It's like a strategy map in the general's headquarters. That's the quote, what he say. So this way of noticing includes the betweenness of the two brains. And neuroscience scientists, to make easier theory of brain science, they often make a simplified model, like with a human being is like elephant driver sitting on this elephant. Elephant driver, that's the head brain. That's the basically left brain that visualizes, seeing around corners and thinking what I'm going to do and talking. And that's the only nervous system that actually have language and visualization. The elephant is a picture on the heart brain, gut brain, the body. And the body only reacts when it is safe. And it seems like the gut brain decides what heart brain is to do or not to do, except of the heart brain's blind love, let's say mother sacrificing for the child. And the heart brain decides very much for the head. So the master is actually the elephant, the decision maker, especially because gut brain has survival as a key task. And the head brain is only allowed to see if the body allows it to. And seeing is kind of key for coaches to help the client to see. So the slower mental systems, body is much faster and expert in postponement. And note taking is an element. This is some gut brain keeping you alive, heart brain, may you stay connected. The heart has 60% brain cells and 40% muscles. And your gut has the size of your medium-sized dog brain, actually, only in your gut. And then it's the who are you listening to? Are you listening to your own three brains echo chamber, the coach echo chamber, that's over here? Or are you stimulating the coachee's echo chamber and have a way to calm down your left brain, your manipulative, extremely competitive left brain? My friend Christopher Snyders, he says coach note taking seems to be at Stone Age, and he says good things about the three brains and noticing. So I will, as mentor, asymmetric mapping the asymmetry bit of the betweenness dialogue of the three brains. That's also symmetric. And this is kind of the dance floor. This is the dance floor. For you who are Erickson coaches, you will recognize this quadrant, this Mellin Atkinson quadrant. That is one of the references of the three brains noticing system. What you want for a completely safe person, read me, elephant is safe, is visualizing. But if not quiet or safe, here's another question and answer another question. How do you know you achieved your goal when you've achieved it? That's only answered if the elephant also is very safe. If not, what's important is actually answered. How do you reach it? That's plan. Also, you get the answer if the client is absolutely safe. And that means the elephant driver, head brain, is able to visualize and be very clever and direct on it. And then it's the question you don't need to ask in coaching. Actually, what's important? What's the values? That's actually not necessary. If you notice that when you ask the three questions here, you normally get answers here. Sorry, what happened here? Yeah, you get answers here. That's the gut brain talking. You can say the elephant. Associated states. While dissociation, these questions, what do you want? How do you can you reach it? That's very Platonic, actually. That's so the exciting thing is over here. So that is the table. You can read all about it. The three brains dialogue map was first publicized in my academic MA thesis in 2016. It's open, shared to public. So these are the search level. You can dig into it. Yeah. And I've been working quite long with this. This is a Moscow group in 2015. They are, this was a course in three brains noticing, yeah. So this was a little bit of that. Okay. So that's, have I done my 1/3 of the travel, Alexandra?
Yes, and right now we need to find our participants. Kęstuti, jūs čia esat?
You can still do the recording, because I'll do some introduction of the theory of what we're going to do.
Yes, of course, and I will cut the session afterwards.
Yeah, when we start. Yeah.
Yeah, and just a second, I'll check in. Kęstuti, jūs čia esat?
Esu.
Taip, labai gerai. And another participant is Gürkan. I'm pronouncing it. I hope pronouncing Gürkan. If I'm pronouncing it well, do you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So, Jan, here are two participants.
Yeah.
I think Kestut is gonna be a coach and Gürkan is coachee, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, and I'll thank you for being with us here. I mentioned I joined this coaching seminar physically. It was the last week, and this MCC guru, she had some good statements. She said, "The smarter you are, the better you rationalize," and that is this area. The smarter you are, the better you rationalize. I mentioned high cognitive ability and the strong executive function. So, in other words, another quote of the MCC: "A coach gets stuck when start thinking." Well, this is the area also. So we are talking about the same thing. And I have a good news for those coaches who, because statistically, quite a few coaches have got long COVID or has lower memory systems, or elephant driver that does not see that well for some time. But coaching is not you have a meeting with me, with my full system working. It's a you meeting with you. And that might work very well. But you need to do a shift in your habits, or add some habits. I will shadow notes like a shadow coach kind of. And what more? Yeah, I think that's fine. Then I'll test my camera. Let's say I need to stop share. Yeah, and for the participants, you can look into coaching mindset, cultivate trust and safety, presence. This touches all the 8 core competences actually. So I stop share now. And look into the chat. Align 3, command between 3, balance between. I think according to these questions, I recommend you do a search in the coaching week for Christopher Snyder's and 3 Brains. He has hundreds of participants, so you're lucky if you get space there. So I'm just scratching on the surface on 3 Brains theory. Okay, then we are ready for the next step. And I have a second camera. I use a second camera for my clients because they are to see sometimes glimpses of what they actually have been saying. So very, very shortly, these are the questions, all questions. This is dissociation. This is the Platonic. So this is both these are head brain actually. This is head brain. Both goal and plan. How do you know you got it? That's bodily experience, inner dialogue, believing, own control. That's called mastery approach goals in goal setting theory. Goal setting here is what goal setting theory calls performance approach goals. So I have mapped the 3 brains with goal setting theory. And the so-called feedback area, that action steps, questions to myself, or external input from consultant to me. So if I am coach and I give input, I put it here. And as I say, the exciting thing is when you ask these questions and the coach, he doesn't hear you actually, they answer here. That is gut brain plus heart brain. For better or for worse, it's cultures basically, challenges, metaphors, negatively worded, and the motivational competitive words. Bodily resistance, how other people perceive it. Or in goal setting theory, performance avoidance goals. For those of you who are scientists in this area. So this is the dance floor. This is logical levels, by the way, NLP. Yeah. So this is basically how I will work. I will write the coach questions here. That will indicate in what direction I hear the coaching is moving. So that is let's say I think do like this. Yeah. Yeah. So that is let me see.
Jan, we have a question in chat. Is it possible to get the model here? Because it's difficult to see through camera all the points, especially the ones which are written in a very small letters. If you're okay with that, or
send the model here. This is not that essential. I sent the basic model in the PDF, and let's see what I'll send you. But I'll do now. So then we are ready for some mentor coaching, and I will prepare. So again, let's do this. Hello. Are you the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye. And are Gursan?
Yes.
Gursan? Coaching?
Yes.
Hello?
Is my voice clear, or I can change the microphone?
It's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Good enough for me. Yeah. So what I will be doing, I will invite, and now, Alexandra, I think you could do a new recording. So this is 100% confidential, still a confidential conversation. You said yes to recording, but according to ICF ethics, you might change your mind afterwards. So this will be a separate recording in case, for any reason, you don't need to explain. You say, no, I don't want this out. Make it easier for the organizer.
I'm just letting you know that this part will be cut it in half, so everything is fine. And we will contact Kęstutis and Gudchan afterwards for their agreement in written form. So you can proceed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then and I will what do we need to share before we start? Well, there will be in the arena, there will be coach and coachee, Kęstutis and Kursan. They will be in the arena. And on the tribune, in Colosseum, like there will be the audience. Those who will definitely benefit most from this are the gladiators, the two in the arena. You'll be engaged, 3 brains. So this will be probably high learning. For the participants, that's a much safer space, right? You will probably be sitting with your head brains noticing, oh, I think that was what I understood, and you will probably, if you're not very self-controlled or open, think, oh, I think I understood what this is. Your left brain will run through your own hollow mirrors and choose what you decided from before you knew. Then you will have just this or that interest benefit from this work. But anyhow, the risk is actually the tribune here. So be nice to yourself, will you? What else? I will practice yellow curtaining. And actually, 3 persons can do yellow curtaining. I, as mentor, can do it because I want to pinpoint something right now. That's kind of like in the animal world when the kitten are getting corrected at once, that it goes direct into this system. Kestutis can do yellow curtaining, and Kusan can do yellow curtaining also. So, but not the audience. Yeah. And now let's do the timing here. Now it is 9:45. And I'll say we'll do coaching and feedback until this is Oslo time, 10:10, 10 past hour. So we have 20 minutes summary and roundup and questions, something like that. So that will be 25 minutes time. And I will do curtaining, So maybe you will have 17, 18 minutes effective coaching. So any questions before we show this, start the show? So then I'll invite all in the tribune to take camera off and sound off. So it will be and I will also do my off, but I'll knock on the door when it's needed. So Ruta, can you also do?
Yes, but can I ask a question, please? Can you please explain a little bit about yellow curtaining?
Yellow curtaining means I'll stop the coaching. So and that will kind of be challenging for the coachee because they will be in the mood. So when I want to have some teaching element in, I'll yellow curtaining, just freeze the thing, and I'll add some in. I'll share some noticing, and after discussion, curtained up, and they continue as nothing have happened. But we know that's an illusion. The information will be there. And actually, I will be a disturbance. But regarding coaching quality, it is actually to handle disturbances. Normally, disturbance happens from the coachee. There'll be stormy weather with the coachee, driving the coach over to the direction coach, the consultancy coach area. So that's about yellow curtaining. Yeah. And please, yes, like that. Anything else need to know? There could be much nice to know, but need to know basis before we continue. No. Please enjoy. Thank you. The floor is yours.
Hi, Gujan. How do you feel now?
Gürcan, yeah. Kestotis. How
Yes.
can I pronounce your name? Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a topic for conversation, coaching conversation?
Yeah. Like I have a low attention span, and I get bored very easily. And I recently discovered that if I get excited from something, I become more consistent. And one of my values is I like feeling intelligent or smart. So I realized that if I feel smart, then I will be excited more. But the problem in my life is I am not very consistent whatever I am doing. Like I change my career 5 times, I change 10 plus jobs, etc. So my current understanding is I need to be smart enough to be excited about myself. So I want to discover how can I use my smartness into make me excited and continue being consistent.
Okay, and when you probably will be smart, what is reason? What is good for you? What will change in your life? Why is important?
Actually, for the smartness, in my childhood, everybody loved me as I am smart, not as hardworking. So I like being smart, but I am looking for short paths a lot, but it is not giving me consistent ways. So I want to be consistent.
Mm-hmm. And what is your motivation to be more smart?
Actually, I believe that I am smart, so I want to show off and feel more this smart. But the smartness brings that everything becomes boring. I don't like repetitive things. So if I discover new methods every time, that makes me excited. So I want to use my excitement to make me consistent.
Mm-hmm. But I feel different things because you say that like negative kind of that you change your career 5 times, but you still want to be more change in your life to use your curious and explore different things. Do you see conflict to be more to have more changes in your life or to be more consistent?
Actually, changes is not bad thing for me, but I want to use my excitement to make me continue. Like if I am bored, I couldn't continue. But if I use my smartness to overcome my boring feelings, then I will be more consistent, I think.
Mm-hmm. And do you want more feedback from around it?
Yellow curtaining.
Okay.
Yeah, yellow curtaining. Thank you very much. So, may I ask? It's a good start. It's any conversation is kind of like a negotiation, finding out where we're going. What seems to be the direction or tendency of goal setting for your coachee so far? I asked the coach, Kristiansen.
I try to find deeper thing what is important for client, but not yet. So we are in process, I think. But I did not feel what kind of. So we did not get contract, and I try to find more how to say signals why he knows that he reached your goal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not
Thank you.
yet.
Thank you. May I share some what I have noticed?
Okay.
And of course, I'm very privileged because I'm kind of like the Tribune people, relaxed, sitting. And I have a tool that is kind of assisting my poor working memory to actually pick up of what brains is talking, what brains of the coach is talking. So I'll share with my mouse pad. First, I'll change camera. Like this. Yeah. So first, must excuse myself for not writing like the Pope. Here I've dot down, how do you feel? Good start to start a conversation. Can we have a coaching conversation? That's a fine question. It is actually a yes/no question. So any closed questions might move the coachee over to having a meeting with you. So what is good for you and why is important? Then you so far the coachee has said, I want to feel intelligent and smart and excited more. Being more excited. More is a competitive. We haven't talked so much about competitives. I mentioned this MCC guru, global guru, who did this demo last week, and the client there used a competitive. And my thesis that I might show after a few minutes in the third part here, I had a thesis that competitives, like more, I want to feel better, I want to earn more money, a better career, we need to sell more in our department, etc. Competitives, we are often comparing with ourselves. And more, if this is here now, this is past, this is future, more will often refer to more than before. And gut brain, heart brain are very associated, so they are buying this very quickly. The head brain feels that competitives are useful to describe a distance. But competitives are almost like negatives. And every coaching education have learned that negatives should not be backtracked. But they have not yet learned that competitives probably should not be backtracked either. They are value words. So excited is a value word. It understates how important the coachee has about excitement. I do not backtrack competitives. Consistent is also, and I want to show smartness. And there are some questions the coachee has asked. How can I do smartness into excited consistently? That's a question. and use my excitement as news, having news every time, so I get excited. That will be constructive. So these are elements I picked up of how far the head brain already have of a direction, and these are questions the coachee already have how to do this. Then here I mentioned when the coachee is pushed. Competitive shows it's pushed more than. That is, elephant is shivering, disturbing the elephant driver, so to speak. So very much of the coachee's response is I put here. That's where we have the gut brain, basically. So he mentioned low attention span, easily getting disturbed. Everybody around me. So he has mentioned someone else. That's probably of importance. Can be used by the coach. Boring seems to be repetitive, repeating things. So this seems to be, I think, a key. A boring force. That boring is a strong force. Change is not bad. So that's kind of what I've been picking up so far. And you have one yes/no question there. Okay, this is very normal to do. But you have one here. Do you see more excited? Do you see being more changes? Because you have a competitive. You're backtracking comparatives here, being more smart. That probably teases the coachee about this boring thing. And more change probably teases coachee here. And coaching is basically here now and future. But the feelings are the guest of honors in coaching, I would say, especially in MCC coaching. So that's what I've been picking up so far. I think that was a handful. That was plenty enough of info. Kestutis, what's your thoughts so far? Kestutis, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could ask your coachee, Gursan. What are your thoughts about my sharing what I have been noticing as a mentor sitting on the tribune calmly making notes?
Yeah, you pointed out the important concepts. I think great.
What is great about it? How is this, let's say, useful for you, for your goals?
Upper right is like the intelligent, smart excitement is the main thing in my case. Yeah, and consistency. The others are background information, actually.
Yeah. And I'll remind you all that if this book here is right, the master is here. The gut brain is probably the master, and the assistant, the emissary is here. So to listen to these elements is probably important, because ignoring it might make a coaching session harder. And Clutterberg's 7 conversations, etc., and then many examples like that. So Kestutis, are there any let's say, if I invite the tribune, the audience. Any comments from the audience? So it's free for the audience to ask a question or a comment.
You asking my permission? I don't understand.
Yeah, from you, of course, also. So, what do you get from this, Kęstutis?
It's difficult to say what exactly, but I go deeper of what is going on. So you bring different deeper levels open. But I think that I must be closer to client and to feel and I understood what you said about gut feeling and go in this direction. So I this catch most. But there are also different things on my mind. So I'm maybe not ready to voice now, but is some kind of meal for my brain. So
thank you for taking it so nice, because you are the hero of this webinar, getting so much information and having a job to do. So I suggest I'll rise my yellow curtain, and as I say, as nothing have happened. That's of course just not true. Info sticks always. So I think I'll do like this, and let's say you have 7-8 minutes, and I will not disturb you. I promise I will not disturb you for 7 minutes.
okay.
So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Jan, what you want to take from the rest of 7 minutes of our coaching session?
Like, I want to discover how I can be smart enough to be excited most of the times, so that I will be consistent most of my time.
Do you have some idea of how percent you will use your smartness in your life, maybe in time or some kind of numbers?
Like currently I am, let's say, 20-30% excited, and generally the exciting things excites me. But somehow, if I discover how to be excited about the repetitive things, maybe in a different mindset, different viewpoints, then I will be more excited about doing the ordinary things.
And do you have some idea what you will do differently on future next day or tomorrow, for example?
Let me think. So like one of the idea is I shouldn't plan repetitive things, or maybe I will do this thing for 30 days. Because when I plan for repetitive things in the future, then I become less excited. So maybe every day planning each day or like I want to discover new ways of doing the things rather than doing the same thing for a longer period.
Okay, so in your diary will be more new things, new activities.
Like rather than activities, I want to do how to be excited in the doing the normal things, maybe, or kind of like, for example, like I need to do the client research or marketing, but these things are a bit boring for me. So I want to discover how to make this boring things exciting.
Mm-hmm. But boring things still be in your life, or how you will manage boring things in your life? Because I don't think that it's possible that you will not have ever.
Like even if the job is very good, there is still the boring things in that job. So there is no perfect, excited full 100% something. So, and even if it is exciting, then it comes boring again after some period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to be more, let's say, to create a way of making the things excited.
So I guess you will choose things in your life or activities with more changes, not how to say, that you not repetitive, but some kind of different.
Yeah, kind of, and also applying some principles maybe to make even the repetitive things a bit more excited.
Mm-hmm. Can you name some principles that you have in your mind?
Yeah, let me think. Like for example, the last minute thing is very exciting. For example, if there is a due date, due time, so it makes the things excited. And if there are some other people involved, then becomes also a source of excitement. And let me think more. There might be some something, for example, like if I have an exciting goal at the beginning, like for example, it gives the speed, it gives some research, some curiosity, it will be also helpful. So at the beginning of the task, maybe I will see how fast I am, and I need to determine a curiosity source, like what makes me curious at the beginning of the of the task, and then I will try to go to the follow that curiosity. These things will be helpful for me.
Okay. I think we go to end of session, and last my question: what you take from our coaching organization?
Like I take away with the people, speed, and curiosity is a driving force for me, and I will try to determine these things to make me more excited about the things, so that I think it will make me more consistent in doing the things.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Kestutis.
Welcome. Jan Georg, I think we finish.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, now we will have a like this. Thank you very much. I don't how you do it over there. Can I ask everyone to take sound on, and maybe video on? That's fine, but sound. And since the gladiators on the tribune have done the job, it's an applause time, right? So, yeah. Thank you very much. Kaja, skal vi se. So, thank you very much. If I ask you, Kestutis, what did you enjoy the most of this? What was you most, let's say, happy about or content about from this coaching? Kestutis, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear. I think I'm still thinking.
Oh,
I'm not as fast. Okay,
sorry.
I must like that client got some things, and we have several moments that deep thinking about, and I think that he made his decisions on your life, and you have some feelings, even not name, not voice in our coaching conversation, but I feel that some moments was important for him, so I like and most enjoy of that.
Thank you very much. I can share. The left brain, the proper left brains of the audience will probably be not only satisfied with seeing my notes, because I'm doing two jobs at the same time. But I'll add. So last time I draw the yellow curtain here, and what to take out of this was an excellent follow-up. Just so you just include by that question, you included everything the coach had said and everything the mentor had said, and so what do you want to take out of this? Let's say here, and there were many actions. Here we have the coach's plan, or action elements. Excited, discover. So excited is important because it's a competitive here. So being excited. Let me think. That will deepen in. Clear, repetitive things. 30 days future. Less excited. Everyday planning. Doing good things. More new things. Excited things here. And I noted, discover how to make boring things excited. And I think this was a breakthrough. Curiosity, see how fast I am, and follow curiosity. Social excitement. So that was a key element. And you had a good ending, a comfortable ending. And any coaching session, any conversation actually can be seen as a flight. You start from one airport. After the flight, you are landing, and we are hopefully landing on another airport than we started. So may I ask Gursan?
Yeah.
What is the main takeaway from this mentor coaching session? That means two things. You have been coached by a coach, and you have been at least your left brain has been poured with information from a mentor. So all this together, what will you say have been of value from you? Or
Yeah, for me, like it was a good session for me, and I discovered the social excitement, like the people, speed, and the curiosity. These are my main takeaways from the session, and kind of from the mentor coaching, I am getting like more clearer picture of the session, how the session is flowing, and yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
More clear picture. So picture is important, underlined by the competitive. Here you go. So could I suggest one little task? Now I'm a mini coach. I'm going outside my task here. Follow curiosity was a task given. Follow curiosity. That's kind of metaphoric sentence, isn't it? I'll follow curiosity. As if curiosity is something physical you could follow. You can follow a person, follow things. Follow curiosity. Metaphors are very often gut-brain information from your secret board of directors, so to speak. And to paint, to draw, how would you draw following curiosity? If you want to assist me to draw as a metaphor, curiosity, how could I draw? How would you, I'm trying to be an artist now. How could I draw you following curiosity?
Like curiosity will be like the maybe square boxes with maybe 5 square boxes next to each other, and every square box has different things in it. So like I will do different things each day, and kind of it makes me excited.
Yeah. So these boxes, what are they made of? These boxes?
Kind of each day has different meaning, and each opportunity I get different excitement.
So that's kind of if that's a head brain logic answer. If you want, you said boxes. What were they made of? I mean, are they made of stone? Are they made of wood? In your fantasy, as a metaphor, paper. What are they made of? These boxes. If you knew,
it will be done from ice cream.
Ice cream. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'll stop there. I'll stop there. I'm teasing the decision, some of the decision areas in yourself to free, that is kind of represented by this boring, repetitive. Change is not bad. The disturbances, because these, you have said in many ways, these needs to be implemented to doing good things, to discover how make boring things excited. So metaphor work is just many ways. I'm sure you're familiar with that. So I'll think I'll do. And by the way, just so this is a mentor coaching, so I will just Nulf Klein. So I will make it easier. I've heard. I've commented. You have it on tape. I heard anything here, but I will finally ask your coach. Sestotis, are you there?
Yes, yes.
What would be 2 or 3 top learning opportunities until next mentoring or your next coaching?
I must think about what you said about brain and good things, and try to recognize in conversation what to put in which box, and how to connect them. So maybe this is more important. And second thing, about close question. Sometimes I use. I know sometimes useful, but maybe to be more, how to say, more constantly use closer questions when I need. So
Yeah. So closed questions. I don't know if you all are familiar with that. When a person asks a closed question, the questioner already have a suggestion of an answer. Almost always. So if I ask you, do you want this or that? Have you thought about that? This person have a suggestion of an answer. So that if it's too many of those, that will make the coaching harder and harder. There are exceptions why using closed questions, and that is fine. Let's say closing in. Are you ready to close this session now? In 2 minutes, please, coachee. Yes, So I have things in mind. But closed questions are really manipulative, and it's really good examples of left brain tools to handicap the right brain. And the right brain, I guess.
I can little comment on that. Okay. Because I sometimes use provocative style, so can be in some kind of closer questions to make some kind of provocative way. So
yeah. So it's and then it's important to provoke, probably here, maybe not the heart, and a little bit here. So it's a
exactly.
Thank you very much. We have 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes to go. I will send you this. This will be a mentor coaching session for you. So that can be useful in some aspect. I think we'll open up for the audience. We have 3 minutes left. So we have all the time in the world. 3 minutes, hey, that's a lot. You can eat quite much cake in 3 minutes, are you aware? So, comments or questions from anyone? Small questions or big questions, anyhow.
I have a question because I know also I am not a English speaker, and I know it's a challenge to use another language that your mother tongue. I want to know if for the coach and for the coachee is they are English speakers, or it was also a challenge to use another language.
Yeah. I've been doing mentoring a lot for ICF Russia or Erickson Russia. That was before 2019. That is, I've been in Moscow 25 times. I've not been there since. But anyhow, for me, it's important that the coach and coachee speaks English, so I hear the language I understand. So I prefer not to use a translator, because to use a translator, things will be lost in translation. And the translator will paraphrasing using the left brain of the translator, and it will be very little effect. So for me, it was good enough. Sometimes I maybe ask the coach to make a pause after the coachee has been talking, because when the coachee had ended an answer, the next question came within a split second. That probably means that in the end of the talking of the coachee, and every sentence is like a flight. So every sentence of Gusan is a flight. So while the end of his sentence, he is landing his plane, the stone is on the runway taking off with his sentence, probably missing the last thing that was said, and then it is silence to invite especially the right brain of the coachee to maybe do, could I say something? And it could be, okay, yes, and then something more information could happen. And this is actually key of coaching. So that was some extra feedback to Kęstutis. And that's typically for coaches. And thank you very much for presenting this. Without you coaching, this would not have been a seminar. Because coaching as theory, wow, it's so fast to be wasted time. So if anyone wants to take in the invitation on that you have seen, it's a LinkedIn link that I have given, and there's an article that's in progress. There's more information there, and you can. I can also maybe send you a link to 3 Brains assessment. Or you can Google Christopher Snyder and choose any language. It will be interesting. It will be fascinating. So I thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much from all of the participants, from all us, from ICF Lithuania. As I mentioned, this video session is recorded, and we will cut the session itself, and it will be put online. And all of those who have registered for CCE will receive a certificate and also the link to this recorded session. Thank you once again, and you see how many thank yous flying to you. Have a great day, have a great week, very productive week, and let's celebrate this International Coaching Week together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.